And he causeth all, both small and great, rich and poor, free and bond, to receive a mark in their right hand or in their foreheads, and that no man might buy or sell, save he that had the mark, or the name of the beast, or the number of his name. Here is wisdom. Let him that hath understanding count the number of the beast, for it is the number of a man, and his number is 666. Revelation chapter 13, verse 16, 17, 18. Shalom. I want to start off by giving all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahasham, Yahushai, Bahasham, Rachak, Kodash. I want to give double honors to our venerable apostles and elders of Great Millstone who rule well, and peace and blessings to the Lord's elect, the house of David. All right, so Brother Haran coming back at you with another lesson, Lord willing to be edifying and uplifting unto the elect. All right, and today is August the 23rd, all right, 2023. Okay, the hopeful year where all the biblical and time-biblical prophecies, all right, be fulfilled. All right, and like we always say, that the biggest, all right, most prevalent prophecy there is left before the destruction of this place and the return of our Lord, all right, is the mandatory implementation of the mark of the beast. Okay, now you have people who are, giving basically assumptions and guesswork, all right, on what this particular mark of the beast is, but through the spirit of power, Bahasham Yahushai, by the way of the Lord's prophets, starting from our elders and apostles of Great Millstone on down, we know what the mark of the beast is, and we are very prepared, all right, because we know that the mark of the beast is nothing other than the RFID microchip. Okay, the microchip that's going to be vital, okay, in people's ability to be able to participate in anything in society. Okay, you see everything that we're living in. All right, we're living in a digital world now. Okay, the digital age, okay, which is transforming everything into the digital world. Okay, a global reset, if you will. Okay, and in order for them to have everyone interconnected, all right, into this Internet of Things, Internet of Bodies, whatever you want to call it, all right, people are going to have to be plugged into the matrix, all right, directly plugged into the system. Okay, and they got to be directly plugged into you. Okay, hence you have the so-called fourth industrial revolution. All right, and this is all being spearheaded by, several, entities like social media platforms like what was formerly known as Twitter. Okay, and I have an article here that I'm gonna, get into. Okay, because you have these social media platforms working, all right, hand in hand in bringing about this digital utopia. Okay, or I guess digital dystopia. Okay, that'll be the proper way of calling it. Right? It says verifying your identity on Twitter will require taking a selfie. All right. Verifying your identity on Twitter, okay, will require taking a selfie. It doesn't end there. It says a new identification, right, ID verification process is in the works, requiring a selfie as well as government issued ID. There you go. Remember what the prophecy says. And he causeth all, both small and great, rich and poor, free and bond. Right? That all goes into the Greek word is the word pas. Okay, which means individually and collectively. Okay, now individually, okay, it's all gonna happen through ID, identification. We need to identify you. You need proof of identification. We need to know who you are. Right, especially in this new age of technology where you have people can easily forge identities, identity theft, and so on and so forth, which starts really with the Amalekites. All right, they engage in the biggest identity theft, all right, ever known to mankind. All right, to steal the identity, all right, of the children of Israel. All right, and the Lord exposes them daily. Okay, that they are not, they're not, and they will never be the children of the Most High. All right, they are the sons of the wicked. They are the wicked. Okay, and they're the sons of Satan. All right, they come in the spirit of Satan. So of course they'll engage in that kind of trickery. Okay, but ultimately this truth is officially and finally overcoming all these lies and trickery and deceit. All right, that's why they're mad. That's why they're upset. All right, that's why they're outraged. Okay, but it's all in vain. All right, Esau. All right, your actual forefather Esau was also enraged. What did he do? All right, he said he was going to kill Jacob, but the Lord delivered Jacob from his hand. Okay, through his mother, Rebecca. Okay, so the same thing's going to happen again. The Lord already has a way to prevent Esau from getting his hand on Jacob. All right, he's trying everything he can. All right, the latest form is by trying to digitally come after Jake. Okay, but it's not going to work. All right, it says Twitter is working on a new way to verify a user's identity, and the process involves submitting a selfie alongside government-issued ID. Okay, so now the government is directly working hand in hand with a private entity like Twitter. So when you have all your information up, through Apple, you got the cloud and so on and so forth, right? Meta, Facebook, right? Twitter, all these different platforms. They normally Google, right? These are private corporations that are working hand in hand with the governments. So very soon, if the government asks for your information, they can easily get it from your social media platform, just like that, because it's all in sync. And this is all how they're bringing about the social credit system. Okay, now your social media is going to be tied directly with your government identification. Okay, your birth certificate or whatever, or your social security information is tied directly with your social media account. So now whatever it is that you're going to be saying, this is how they started. Whatever it is that you're going to be, what kind of viewpoints you're going to be having, right? Whatever it is that you're engaging in, conversations you're having or shit like that, is now going to be directly tied into your identification that the government has on you. You see? And that's going to be a problem. So now if you commit a crime, right, hate speech or whatever, they can easily know exactly who it is because you're already in the system. You see? You're already in the system, right? So it says here, as Engadget reports, the new system was discovered by app researcher Nima Auji, who shared a screenshot of the ID verification process. It takes about 5 minutes to complete, according to X, but requires submitting photos of your government-issued ID and taking a selfie. Again, they have to sync it. This is all AI learning, because it's through that they're going to put that information into the AI system, and whatever you do is tied into your social credit identification, which is what is going to be on your MOTB once it comes out and you take it. It's all connected. But this is how they build it. They're putting everyone into the algorithm. First, it starts off as an option. It's willingly, that kind of thing. But then, of course, if social media platforms are already doing this, what do you think these other government entities are doing? Like the IRS, right? The post office, right? The DMV, these are key places that we all have to somehow deal with, right? And if they start requiring you, to start changing, the banks, right? They start requiring you to match your ID with your not just your live face, right? Pictures and so on and so forth, selfies, all that shit, right? So now you see why they created the concept of selfies. Eventually, now we're seeing why it's going to be, where it's all leading to. But selfies, and then you're also adding your government information. Like I said, you're tying everything in. Okay? So now AI, can pinpoint you from wherever. These cameras that are set around the world now, they're saying they got the cameras all the way even in our atmosphere. These so-called satellites, there's over 39,000 or some crazy number around the world, and they all have cameras, surveillance. They're watching everyone. Everything is all connected. The panopticon. These devils really want to be like the Most High. They want to have complete control. All right, not just over the people, but the whole planet. Lock grid. You know? What a vain thought. Anyway, it says it takes about 5 minutes to complete. Okay, we read that. Oh shit. Continue, says the personal information submitted is handled by Authentics or AU10 ticks. Man, that's interesting. Auto, I think. Yeah, whatever. An identity verification company based in Israel. Oh, interesting. Very, very interesting. Let's keep going. It says the process requires users to consent to X storing their information for up to 30 days and sharing it with the AU10 ticks for identity check to occur. So this is how they set up the template. So now guess what? You think after 30 days, that's it? What do you think happens after 30 days? You have to what? You have to redo it again. To what? To update the system. They got to make sure. And then soon it's going to be down to just a few more days. And then as soon it's going to be almost hourly. You know, daily, and then hourly. It's like you always got to check in. You always got to check in. You know, clocking in and clocking out type shit. 1984, Big Brother's watching type energy. You know, Twitter, Facebook, all these different social media platforms is a foundation for the social credit system. All right, it's part of it. Okay, which is all leading to what? Again, the prophecy of the mark of the beast. Okay, it says X states that the information along with data collected from a user's profile will be used for the purpose of, quote, safety and security, including preventing impersonation. Safety and security. We always hear that. Always hear that. And through that is how they take away your freedoms and your rights. Right? Who was that founding father who has said something like that? He said, a people who give up their sovereignty, their freedoms, and their rights for a little bit of safety and protection will lose both and deserve neither. Something to that effect. Right? You're going to lose, you're giving up your freedoms and your rights for the government to keep you safe and protect you from what? From shit that they create? Okay, well, it only works if you believe it, but that's okay. And you're giving up your freedoms for some imagined threat because you want to be protected from this imagined threat. What happens now? Your rights are gone. Your freedoms are gone. Your privileges are gone. And that whatever so-called safety they promised to give you, that has become your worst nightmare. By those who said they were going to come give you this protection. You see? That's how this game is played. All right? And you people are the game that's being played. Ultimately, Yahweh Bashim Yahshua is the ultimate chess player. He's moving the chess pieces around. You know? And you got people who get played. You know? So let's continue. It says, Elon Musk's X account showed ID verification confirmation back on August 1st. Right? Suggesting that the ID verification system is already working and should therefore appear publicly soon. See? So, that soon is just the same thing he did when he said the Neuralink shit was already, they were already doing human trials. The FDA already gave them go ahead, I believe back in June, right? During the half mark of the year, they gave them, go ahead. So they said by the end of this year, into the beginning of next year, so-called, they're going to start, now it's time. Like, okay, we've done all this clinical trials, all this shit. It only took us 6 months, but now we got all this stuff done. So now can we start administering it to the people? You see? But they can't just come around doing that. They have to come up with a reason, right? A reason, because nobody needs this shit now. But when there's a reason, when there's a problem, right? There's a reaction and then there's a solution. See? It says, However, it remains to be seen how many X users will be willing to share this amount of personal information with the service, especially as a third party will have access to the data. All right, like I said, they just have to create the need. All right, the need for their technology. That's how they do things now. It's like, oh, we're just gonna create the product, and then we're gonna cause you to have a desire for the product. It's called propaganda. Okay, how do you sell anything? Just advertise it. Hire the celebrities and people who are looked at in high esteem, experts and all this shit. Hire them to go on the TV and the media and promote whatever it is. You pay them to promote whatever product that you're trying to sell. Okay, and they'll take the money, of course. I mean, millions of dollars to go spend a few minutes promoting some dumb shit you don't even believe in. You take the money and think you're running away with it. You see, they're doing their job. It's an opportunity for them. That's the reality. And then people see that and they say, oh, my favorite celebrity or my favorite athlete or my favorite this person is wearing this or promoting this or saying good things about this. I'm going to go get the same thing because I want to be just like them. They're a celebrity. You celebrate their lives. You see, you worship them. Let's go. Water. Go on. You celebrate these people and the shit that they do. That's why they're called celebrities. They're stars on this planet. Idols. See? And they use them, all right, to push a lot of this propaganda shit. And that they're going to do the same thing, just like they did with the jump shot. They'll do the same exact thing again this time around. But this time it's going to be, everyone is going to be on board. It's going to be satanic as hell. Like, you're going to see AI, you're going to see robots impersonating humans. We're going to be questioning reality, like, what the hell is going on? Hey, it's about to get really, 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 like, nightmarish, man. And this is how it starts, gradually. It says the other decision X users need to make is whether they are willing to give Elon Musk their money in return for the new version of Twitter Blue. Okay. And you got people commenting, it says government issued ID. Whose government and what exactly is a government issued ID anyway? If I don't drive, I don't have a driver's license. If I don't travel, I don't have a passport. So what now? Or is X only meant to be used by Americans? I'm not an American. Also, I only use Twitter/X on my desktop PC, which doesn't have a camera. Yeah, but see, the thing is, all they need to do is update the system and come up with new terms of agreement. If you don't agree to these terms, you can't use it. You notice that's what they do. They don't give you, if they give you the option to agree or to decline and you decline, you lose all service. You don't get to proceed and be like, okay, I declined the agreement you guys are sending me, the terms and conditions, but I'm gonna still use your stuff. No, the moment you decline it, the whole app stops working. You can't use it. The only way you can use it is by agreeing to it, whether you want to or not. Just agree, and that's the only way you can have access. Same thing. See, so they've already programmed people to have that mindset of, I want this so bad. If I can't have access to this, then what am I gonna do? How am I gonna be able to communicate with people? How am I gonna be able to put my voice out there? How am I gonna be able to do anything? You see? And that's how they get people. Right? But we are in those days, man. We are definitely living in those times where we're gonna see, all right, this elite New World Order system come together. All right, just like we've seen in China, but this time they're really about to push all the way in to get that, that MOTB, all right, prophecy on and popping. You know what I'm saying? So we're gonna see it. We're definitely gonna see it. We're gonna be in it. It's all part of the hour of temptation. We're all gonna be in it, but we have to face it. We're gonna have to keep our faith in Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai. Just like he's always said time and time again, all right, from generation to generation, okay, that those who keep their faith in Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai will be delivered, especially in these last days. All right, because faith is the biggest commodity that any of us are gonna have, right? Truly. And if we've walked by faith all the way till now, hey, all we gotta do is just keep our head up and look up to the Lord, and call upon his name. We have his name. That's why it's so important. And people are going to see it, man. All this bullshit that you got people talking, all that. Like, Jacob is known for that. Being rebellious, being stubborn. It's all written all in the scriptures, man. So we're not surprised as to why they're acting the way they're acting. Modern days, same thing. There's no new thing under the sun. All right. It does get really frustrating, but we understand that the wicked got to play their role. All right. 2/3 got to play their role. The elect got to play their role. So, that's the balance. But we're fast approaching that time that's going to reveal all things anyway. Okay, the end of the book of Revelation. Okay, and it ends with the destruction, all right, of America, Babylon the Great, and the deliverance, all right, of the elect of the nation of Israel, starting with the 144,000. Okay, as is written in the book of Revelation, the 7th chapter. Okay, completion. All right. So I'm gonna leave it off there. All right, Lord willing, you were edified. I want to give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahasham Yahushai, Bahasham Racha Kodesh, the water Yahweh, Bahasham Yahushai. And until next time, Shalom.